All right, so we're live. We're going to do balance today because the equinox is the balance of light and dark in our yearly seasonal calendar in the spring and the fall. And then solstice is when we have too much light or too much dark. So we're going balance today. Other than that, any special requests? Lower back. Okay, excellent. All right, so let's start with cat and cow. And we'll do, actually, before we do that, let's do pelvic tilts. So neutral pelvis, too much back, too much forward. So we want to find that neutral, but to move back and forth. Sorry, without moving the knees, but woo. So we'll start with that. A couple of those, and then let's go into the cat and cow. So feet can be hip width distance apart. And we'll start with our cat, hands on the front of the thighs, round the shoulders forward, tuck the tailbone in, drop the chin. On the inhale, we're gonna reverse all those curves looking up. And then exhale back. So we're opening the shoulder blades away from each other on the cat. Inhale into cow, we're gonna bring those shoulder blades back together. So back and forth. Going nice and slow. See if you can notice when that range of motion changes, where you might have more range of motion. And if you don't, that's okay. It's still morning. We're still working. Or we just started working, rather. Unless you've been up and at it all morning, then maybe this is your cool down. Excellent. All right, let's come back to neutral. And then we're going to go into our laterals. So if you are having issues with the lower back, maybe don't go as far in this one. Or maybe this feels good to go further. So you just got to check in with you. So you can have your hand on the hip or down that leg. We're going to inhale one arm up. And then exhale, bring it back. Second side, inhale. And exhale. So this one you can go slow, or you can go a little speedier if you want, if that feels okay. And then two other things I'm going to throw at you here. So when this arm is up, whichever arm, push that same foot into the earth. So that's going to give you some elongation on that side body. Just do it evenly. And then after you've played with that for a little bit, the next one is start the inhale before you start the movement. And then start the exhale before you start the movement. So that will slow you down and help you sync the breath with the movement. All right, one more time each side. Excellent, and then back to neutral. Take a breath or so here, kind of settle down. And then let's do our twist. So your choice, hands can be down closer to the body or out closer to a T, somewhere in that range. We're gonna inhale, lift. On the exhale, we're gonna turn to one side. Inhale back to center, exhale second side. And again, nice and slow if you like. Don't go too fast and get dizzy. Excellent. And then back to center. Let's take a moment in our mountain pose and check in with our alignment here. Pull the collarbones away from each other, shoulder blades towards each other. So we're opening up this thoracic rib cage in the front. Maybe open up the toes. Notice the muscle structure in the feet. Soften the knees. Find that neutral pelvic tilt. And take a breath or so. Noticing the crown of the head towards the sky. Excellent. All right, and release. Let's move into 3 sun salutations. Just because we're not doing 27 doesn't mean we're not doing any. All right, so here we go. So hands at the heart. We're going to inhale, hands come down, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees nice and deep, arms out to the side. Inhale, coming all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, so nice and slow. We'll do 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out, push in with the feet. Inhale, coming all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, again, nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, nice and deep. Arms come out. Inhale. Push in with the feet all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Excellent. So I noticed that backs of my legs were nice and tight. Week off of yoga, so we're going to do just the bending with the chair if you have one. If you don't have one, that's fine. You can do this fine without it. I'm going to do it here. So it's just going to be bending with the knees and then straightening up. Exhale and inhale. So you can do that without the chair or with the chair. We're going to inhale with the straight legs, exhale, bend. Inhale, going straighter. Exhale, bend. And you can bend as deep as you want. If you're reaching the floor, you can do it with the floor. Straighten the legs, bend the knees. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. So moving kind of fluidly gets the joints warmed up a little bit, telling the muscles that it's safe to move in this movement. Excellent. And then one more time. Bend and straighten. And then bend and then come all the way up. Excellent. All right. So now let's come into our first balance pose. We're going to start with our moving balance. We'll do palm tree pose. So again, if you have a chair and you want to use your chair, you're welcome to do that. So for palm tree pose, you can do just the feet. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. If you feel a little wobbly when you start that, you move the feet further apart. And then when you're ready, add the arms. And you can break it down into 1, 2, 3, 4, or all at once. So good, strong ankles. And this arm movement is good for opening up that upper back Sometimes when the lower back hurts, it's connected to something up higher, sometimes something down lower. Excellent. All right, one or two more. Nice. All right. So the other thing you can do is shake it out. It's what animals do when they get too much adrenaline or stress. They literally shake it off. You're a Swiftie. All right. Let's do the second moving balance, our Karate Kid flying crane, and we're just gonna do regular today. So we'll start with the hands in the center, and we're gonna bring them out to the side. One knee comes up, and then exhale back, and then other side. So you can adjust this however you like. You can do one leg at a time. Hold on to a chair if you're a little wobbly. If you want to make it a little harder, you can do arms all the way up. That might be more than you want to do today. That's fine. Or if you love doing opposites, you can do the opposites. Even if nobody else is, you can be your own person and do it however you want. Because usually, not always, but usually if we're falling, it's because we're already in motion. And so having that muscle memory to come back is kind of why we do this. All right, so let's do 10 seconds on each leg, and then we'll be done with this one. All right, so one leg's gonna come up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, release that. Shake out the straight leg, and then let's do the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. I don't know if that was 10 or not. Didn't do the Mississippis in it. Close enough. All right. So we're going to do lots of balance today, but let's take a warrior break. We'll do all our warriors too. So let's start with warrior 1. We'll be sequential. And we're going to do my favorite, warm up the knee first. So turn one foot out, step the other foot forward. And if you can, look at your foot and maybe open up the toes, lift them up, open them up, and then set them back down. See what I have really wide feet, but see what a difference having the toes spread out gives you for your balance. And then we're aiming for the second and third toe with the knee. So we've got that nice smooth movement. Inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. Excellent. And then we're going to push off and step back. Let's go to the other side. Turn that first foot out. We're going to step the second foot forward. Again, lift up the toes, spread them out, set them back down. Aiming for that second and third toe. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Excellent. And push off, step back. All right, so we're going to add arms. The other thing I've been working on lately is shoulder rotation. So let's do cactus arms with this warrior 1. All right, so turn one foot out, step that first foot forward again. And we're gonna inhale, bend the arms, cactus arms, bend that front knee, exhale back. If you want, you can slow it down a little bit. I know you're so excited to be here that you can't. All right, let's do one more. Nice. And then we'll push off, step back, switch feet, turn that foot out, step the other foot forward. And we'll do cactus arms again. Inhale, bend at the elbows, exhale back. Very nice. And last one. All right, we're gonna push off, step back. And let's see, next, let's bring in some more balance. We're gonna do, let's do around the world or halfway around the world because we do one side at a time. So if you have your chair and you wanna use your chair, you're welcome to do that. If you don't need it, totally fine, no worries. So one foot's gonna stay stationary. The other foot, we're gonna go forward, tap halfway around, and then back to center. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, and then around, and back to center. So that's number 3, 2 more times. And last one. Nice. All right, we're gonna switch sides. So if you want, you can switch which side you are on the chair, or if you don't need it, that's fine too. All right, here we go. Forward, all the way around. Back to center. And 2 more. And last one. Now we're gonna do it backwards. So back to that first foot, and we're gonna go back and out and around. And 2 more. And last one. Or did I do an extra? That's all right. No extra charge for an extra one. All right, let's go back. Let's go to the second side, back and around to the front. Back to center. And 2 more. And last one. Excellent. All right, if you want, shake it out. And let's see. So let's do we'll do our Warrior 2 next. And option, ooh, we didn't get blocks out. I think we can do this with chairs or without. So we're gonna go Warrior 2, side angle pose, peaceful warrior. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear me. And then we're gonna do our high lunge. So if you want a chair for your lunge, bring it up to the top of your mat. I'm just gonna put it here. So after we do peaceful warrior, then we'll come down. You can use your chair and then come back up to peaceful warrior. Okay? Or I'm sorry, to lunge. So I'll try and be loud if I get over noised. All right, let's start. Pick a foot. Hands at the heart, arms open to the side, bend that front knee over that front ankle. Let's take a couple breaths here. Soften the shoulders, extend out with the fingers. Take a moment, check in, the calf, thigh, wherever you want. All right, here we go. First round, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And then exhale, both arms come down either to the floor or your chair. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, come back up to high lunge. Ooh, careful with the socks. And then back to warrior two. And round two, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, both arms come down to the floor or your chair. Pivot that back foot. On the inhale, high lunge. Excellent. Back to warrior two. And one more time through. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, both arms come down. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, high lunge. Excellent. You finish off with the warrior two. And then we'll drop the arms and step the feet back together. Shake it out. And then let's do the other side. Other foot comes forward. Hands at the heart, arms open to the side. Bend that front knee over that front ankle. Take a couple breaths here. Extend out through the fingers. We're going to exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, both arms come down either to the floor or your chair. Pivot that back foot. On the inhale, side angle pose, high lunge. Keep saying that. Excellent. Back to warrior two. And second time through, exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, both arms come down to the floor or your chair. On the inhale, high lunge. Excellent. Back to warrior two. And last time through. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, both arms come down. Pivot that back foot. On your next inhale, high lunge. Woo, excellent. Finish with a warrior two. We'll drop the arms and step the feet back together. Shake it out. All right, next, let's do everybody's favorite tree pose. So if you want a chair for this, you're welcome to do that. Using a tool can help us get deeper into a pose, if you like to think about it that way, or if you have some kind of issue, it helps keep you balanced and maybe even on each side. So if you want to use a chair, it's not cheating. And the other thing is, when we're building bone strength, holding a pose for more than 8 seconds will help increase bone strength versus in and out. So it's good to do both. So here we go. So we're going to start with one foot on the floor. Open up those toes, get that foot really spread out so we've got a nice place for balance. And start with the heel above the ankle or bring it up higher. And then we have the hands at the heart. And we can grow our branches. So you can do index fingers up, kind of like a power pose. I'm going to breathe. And if you get wobbly, extend from the crown of the head. So the other thing you can do is grow your branches. And arms can move. Core stay stable. Sorry, everybody, just kind of went when I moved. So finding a spot on the floor where nobody's moving can help. And then, has that been 10 seconds? I didn't count. We're going to say that was 10. All right. Okay. I need an accountant or something to keep track of me. All right. I had that in one class. Somebody counted for me. And I was like, phew. All right. So let's do the other side. I do better off the mat. Okay. Ankle above the heel above the ankle. And grow your branches. You're going to breathe, finding a spot on the floor or straight ahead where nobody's moving or they're not drilling into the woodwork. And coming out whenever you're ready, or if you can hold it for a little bit. And then coming out nice and gracefully. That was 10, right? Closer to 10. We did Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. So let's do Warrior 3. So you have a chair, unless you don't want one, that's totally fine. 3 options with the Warrior 3. You can do it without a chair. You can do it to the top of the chair, or let's see my screen, to the bottom of the chair. So your choice. I'm going to go this way and this way. All right. So you want to be, if you're using your chair, you want to be torso distance from the chair. So we're going to start with one foot rooted. And you bring your arms to the chair. Toes of the back foot start on the floor, and then we're going to lift. So we want a little softness in that straight leg knee so we're not hyperextending it. If you don't need the chair, you got options with the arms. You can do straight ahead, do out to the side, or Superman arms back by your sides. Any of those. So breathe. Hold for 10 seconds. I don't know if it's been 10 or 20 at this point. I'll wait for the next drill to change, right? So the other thing we want to do is not tilt that leg up. We want to keep it flat. And then to come down, bring that leg down, bend the knees, and stand up. All right, other side. You can switch sides with the chair or just switch directions. All right, you're going to root that second foot in the floor, toes of the other foot behind you. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift that leg up. And we're going to extend back with that heel, pull the belly button to the spine, keep the lower back flat. Excellent. Breathing. I'm sure you counted to 10 already. And then whenever you're ready to come out, you bring the toes down, step the feet together, bend the knees, and then come on up. All right, you guys seem really jazzed to do one more really hard balance pose. So we're going to do half moon today. And we're going to use our chairs, so it'll be a little easier. I like to do this on the wall. So if you want to practice this at home, have a block and a wall. But otherwise, we're going to do a chair. So we just did Warrior 3, where we had one leg up and that lower back was flat. When we come into this one, we're going to lift that leg up and we're going to tilt. So that becomes a different angle for that. We're going to use our chair. All right, I'm going to flip this sideways. All right, so we're going to bring the chair seat in front of us. And only go to your comfort level with this. This is not one we want to fall out of, because we're going to be awkward if we do. All right, so we're going to bring both hands to the seat of the chair. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay. We're gonna pick one leg, that foot's gonna stay straight, and we're gonna touch the toes of the other foot in the back. We're gonna lift that back leg up, and then we're gonna tilt it up. So it's kind of at an angle. And then you can stay right here, or bring that arm up. So my right foot is down, my right hand is down, left leg is up, left arm is up. I know that's confusing. So this is half moon. If you have a block and a wall, it might look a little bit more like this. And then coming out, we're going to bring that pelvis down and then bring the foot down, bend the knees, and then come back up. All right, and that is a fabulous one for bone strength in the thighs, because you have not all of your body weight, but more of your body weight on that one leg than any other pose. All right, let's do the other side. Root that second foot down, other foot back on the toes. We're gonna lift that leg up and then tilt back and stay with both hands on the chair, or bring that other arm up. So you wanna breathe. Be careful with socks on the floor. And then whenever you're ready to come out, and bring that upper arm down, toes down, feet together, bend the knees, and then stand back up. Phew. All right. Take a breath. That was amazing, right? You guys are so excited.
Feels different.
Yeah, we haven't done that one because there's no walls in here to do it on, so I prefer the wall with a block, but we're adaptable, we're flexible, right? Let's see. Let's do horse to star pose. Oh, I should have left that. Oh. So feet are nice and wide. You can go sideways on your mat if you like. I'm just going to do this because I flipped it and I don't want to flip it back. All right, so let's start with our open star. So arms out, fingers open. Fill up the lungs, and then on the exhale, we're going to bend the knees, bend the elbows, and you can bend the wrists if you like. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Inhale back up, and then exhale and release. All right. Let's do our wide-legged bit, and then we'll come down to the floor. So if this bending over too much gets you a little dizzy, a little crazy, don't go down as far and coming up, or keep your gaze straight ahead. So we're going to start with pinwheels, opposites. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back up. Going nice and slow. What's the next one? Okay, let's do rainbow pose. If you want to use your chair, since we didn't get blocks out, instead of coming down to the floor, you can do that. That just looks like this. All right, 3 times each side, hinge at the hips. Arms come down, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Second time, second side, inhale. And exhale. Last time each side, inhale. And exhale. Last time, last side, inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, hands come to the hips, push in with the feet, inhale, all the way up. And you can heel toe the feet together or hop. One last with the wide-legged feet. We'll do 3 sun salutations. I'm sneaking these in. Options, you don't have to do wide leg, you can do regular leg. And then you can do, how we usually do it with the arms, or I'm gonna do straight arms. All right, so mindful of the lower back on this one. And here we go. So we're gonna inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms to the ears. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms back. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms to the ears. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms to the ears. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale. Excellent. Heel toe the feet back together. And let's come down to hands and knees. We're not going to be here that long on hands and knees, but I think I said earlier, working on the shoulder rotation, we're going to do something that I learned this week. See if you guys like it. If you don't, give you your money back. You don't have to do it, of course, but I kind of liked it. I have tight shoulders, so. All right, here we go, hands and knees. All right, so before we do that, let's do a couple cat and cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And of course, if you want to at any time come into a child's pose, you're welcome to do that. Even though it's not that hot, it feels really humid. So if it gets a little too much, then feel free to take a child's pose break. All right, so back to neutral. And then, so this doesn't really have a name, so I came up with one. I'm gonna call it the bulldog salute. I know, we have like the fire hydrant and the donkey kicks and the tiger tail, so I'm gonna call it the bulldog salute. So here's what we're doing. We're talking about range of motion for the shoulder. So it looks like this. So we're gonna salute, the arms out at the side. You guys probably can't see on this side. And we're gonna bring the elbow up as high as it can go, which don't worry, however high yours goes. And then you're gonna inhale and see if you can bring the elbow up higher. And then exhale, bring it back down. And then to the other side. Inhale. And exhale, release. So the key with this one, I found out yesterday when I did it too much, is to not bring the back in as much, because then like right in the center of the back, you're like, ow! So no owing. So if you want to try that at home, The whole key to this is when you reach your end range of motion to use your breath. Inhale, and then exhale, bring it back. And the other key is not to overdo it. Excellent. All right, hands back down on the ground. Hopefully you did that evenly. And we're going to do another weird one. We're going to roll the shoulders here in cat and cow. So it feels and looks weird. But again, getting into that range of motion, the way that the shoulder joints work is absolutely diabolical. And to get them to stay free range, fluid, and at their peak, got to do all kinds of different motions and movements. All right, so let's come and do a spinal balance, because that's everybody's favorite. So we're gonna hopefully not kick anybody behind you. Left leg back, right arm forward. Take a couple breaths here. And whenever you're ready, coming out. And then let's go to the other side. Extend back with the heel, forward with the fingers. Breathing. Excellent. And then come back down. Let's do cat, cow, child's pose. So exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And then exhale, cat to child's pose. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. And if at any point you want to stay in your child's pose, you're welcome to do that. And one more time through if you're already not in child's pose. So bring the knees out wide, big toes together, making room for the belly. Bring your head to the floor or stack the fists, rest your head on your hands. Or puppy pose if that's more comfortable. And then when you're ready, we're going to sit up. And I'm just going to flip my mat sideways. And let's do our open and closed twist. All right, starting with the closed. All right, doesn't matter which leg and arm is out. We'll do both sides evenly. But we're going to extend one side. On the inhale, we're going to lift that arm up. And then on the exhale, around in front, we're behind that other knee. That hand comes behind the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn and look as you pull the belly button in towards the spine. Another thing to do with this one is find that heart center, and we're going to shine that heart light up. So we're not curling down towards that side, but we're lifting up. And let's take another breath or so here, engaging that straight leg. And then we're going to unwind. Extend that arm over that straight leg again. open twist. We're gonna watch our gaze follows the thumb. Inhale, open up towards that back wall. Excellent. And then on the exhale, we'll bring it back. Nice. Switch legs. Extend that straight arm over that straight leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale in front or behind. Other arm comes behind the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn left towards that back wall as the belly button comes in towards the spine. Excellent. Another breath or so. And then we're going to unwind. Extend the other arm. Straight arm over straight leg. Gaze follows the thumb. Inhale, open. Excellent. And then on your next exhale, bring it on back. Very nice. All right, let's bend both knees. Wrap the arms around the knees, drop the chin, and rock side to side. All right, let's roll on back onto the spine. We'll go slightly sideways. Mat here. All right, so come on down onto the spine. And let's see what we can get in while it might be quiet for a couple minutes. All right, first thing we want to do is our magic 3. So feet can be wider and out away from the body. And we're going to do those pelvic tilts we started class with. So the tailbone comes down towards the floor and then back up, away from the floor. Making space in the sacrum. Excellent. And then the next one is Apanasana. Knees come into the chest. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, knees out. So sometimes when we have tightness or pain, we don't want to do a direct hit. We want to be a little further away. And so this is going to move that lumbar spine area. Excellent. And then feet come down and they can stay in the mat, or you can extend both legs all the way straight out. Zip the legs together, toes up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to do palm tree arms. Inhale, arms up overhead to the floor above you. Exhale, arms back down by your sides. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. And then let's bring the feet back into the mat, bend the knees, and let's do a couple bridge poses. Okay, we've got time for all 3. So we'll start with just lifting the pelvis. You can do arms down by your side or robot arms where the elbows are bent, fingers up towards the ceiling. And the other thing is, if you want, you can move the feet in a different position. So traditional yoga is going to tell you to bring them in close to the hips. Your knees and your hips might like it if the feet are out further or wider, or both. So don't be afraid to move them and find the perfect spot for you. Here we go. Inhale. We're going to lift the hips, pushing the feet into the earth. On the exhale, release the hips back down to the floor. And again, inhale, push in with the feet, lift the hips. Exhale, Hips come back down. And one last time. Inhale, push the feet in, lift the hips. Exhale, release. Very nice. All right, second round, we're going to add the arms. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. And again, inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. And one more time, inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. And one last round, we're going to add that extra breath. Push in with the feet, inhale, lift the arms, lift the hips. Exhale, release just the hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. And again, inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, release just the hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. All right, one more glorious time. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, release just the hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. All right, let's bring the knees in nice and wide, wide-legged Papanasana, leaving space for that lumbar spine. If you want, you can rock side to side. Nice little sacrum massage, if that feels okay. If it doesn't, that's all right. Just go back to regular. Or something else, you can make circles around with the knees, getting all over that iliac, the back of the pelvis. Excellent. But finish off with Papanasana. Come back to symmetrical. And then we're going to hope they're quiet for 3 more minutes and come into our final relaxation pose. So if you have your chair and you want to bring your legs up on your chair, you're welcome to do that. Or you can keep your knees bent, feet on the mat if that feels good. 4 legs straight out, feet and legs away from each other, arms out by your sides. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades under. That might feel awesome. It does for me. And let's do the joints. So we're going to relax and make space in the joints. So imagine great big starry sky in those tight little joint areas to open them up and relax them. So let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Relax and make space in the toes. Relax and make space in the ankles. Relax and make space in the knees. Relax and make space in those hip joints. Relax and make space in the spine. Relax and make space in between the ribs. Relax and make space in the shoulders. Relax and make space in the elbows. Relax and make space in the wrists. Relax and make space in the fingers. And finally, and not least, make space and relax in the jaw. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready, and again with an inhale, pushing up to a comfortable seated position. And bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way. We're going to do sun breath number 3. Palms together, elbows together. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. All right, ready? Here we go. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, closed. And one last fabulous time. Inhale, open. And exhale, closed. Palms together, back of the heart, and namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Kay.
Thanks, King.
Nicely done.